What's going on, people? Welcome back to some baseball talk on Rojas Media. Today, I'm starting with a little series going for pretty much the rest of the offseason up until pitchers and catchers report. We're going to do, simple top 5 at each position. Today, we're going to be starting with the catchers, the backstops, and, we're going to go around the diamond for the next couple of months. So, without further ado, let's look at the top 5 catchers in Major League Baseball currently. Now, I do want to say that I am going to give 2 honorable mentions per position. So, one thing you have to take into the fact with catchers, right? Defense is a big part when it comes to catching. Look, they're not going to be playing 150 to 160 games a year. It's just not going to happen. Wear and tear for catchers every single year. Catchers are, they're playing 9 innings, and they're very important to their pitching staffs. We do take defense into consideration here, but also when you look at StatCast or whether you look at defensive WAR, there are so many different ways to measure catchers, and there's not, like, we look at outs above average and defensive run save when it comes to pretty much every other position. You can't really do that with catchers. It's kind of harder to measure, and they're still, they're still working on that, for decades now, and there's still not one statistic to measure catchers where you can say, oh, this is how we can value them the best. So I'm not going to go too much on that, but I'm just going to go general where I see each of these catchers, where they rank at the top. So without further ado, let's look at Mike Zunino, first honorable mention. Simply put, he's kind of had an up and down career, but with the offensive output that he had last year for Tampa Bay, as far as hitting 33 homers, I think you got to at least put him top 7, top 8. Look, he's had good years, he's had bad years. Look, he's one of the better framing catchers, but also he's led the American League in passed balls. So, in one aspect, good framing catcher, but also with the passed balls. I put Zunino probably 7th, 6th or 7th right there. Mitch Garver as well. Mitch Garver, I know that he kind of had a down, shortened season in 2020, but also super small sample size, especially with a catcher. He played like 30-something games. And this year he got injured, still hit 13 homers in 68 games, I believe it was. So Mitch Garver, I would still put up there. Remember the 2019 season? Won the Silver Slugger, was one of the best power-hitting catchers in the league. I'd still bank on if Mitch Garver can stay healthy. He's one of the better hitting catchers in the league, and I think that ranks him right up there. But I would probably give him that 6th spot right now. Flip him and Zunino. So let's look at the top 5. Starting with number 5, Willson Contreras has been one of the better catchers in baseball ever since he came up in 2015, 2016 with the Cubs. His OPS plus always kind of hovered, above league average. Has been a solid, has been a pretty good hitting catcher, honestly. Contreras has had up and down seasons behind the plate, but, last couple of years he's gotten better. So, Contreras, I'd still put top 5 catcher in baseball right now. Right there at number 5. Number 4, Will Smith. Now, I've seen some people say Will Smith might even be the best catcher in baseball. I'm not ready to say that yet. Yes, he's probably the best young catcher in baseball, for sure, for his age. He's definitely the best young hitting catcher, and he's a solid defensive catcher as well. But look, Austin Barnes also a very good defensive catcher, so he does split time with Austin Barnes because of his glove. So, but Will Smith, look, man, 25 homers last year. I think OPS plus of 136. Look, probably maybe a couple years from now, do I think he could probably be the best catcher in baseball? Yes. Maybe next year or the year after. Yes. But Will Smith for right now still, for me, number 4. And with number 3, I kind of had a tough time saying, is it Will Smith or is it Yasmani Grandal? But I do give the edge to Yasmani Grandal right at number 3 right now. Because, look, man, look at the on-base percentage. And people are going to say, whatever, on-base percentage ain't everything. But look, on-base percentage was 420. Still hit 23 homers in 93 games. Yasmani's still one of the better hitting catchers in baseball right now. and still a solid defensive backstop as well. I'd put Yasmani Grandal up there still. And plus, he's got some of the best bat flips in the game. Come on, man. That's got to give you some extra points right there. Maybe that gave him the edge against Will Smith. But look, 157 OPS plus, still, man, that's 57 percentage points above league average. Yasmani Grandal has to be number 3 to me. Number two, Salvador Perez. Broke Johnny Bench's record this year. I feel like people, you guys tell me, I feel like Salvi doesn't get enough love. I don't know, maybe because he plays in the Royals or what, but can we remember the resume? And I know resume ain't everything. I know we're talking about current, but I take resume very seriously. Look, Salvi, World Series MVP, 5 to 6 Gold Gloves, I believe. But he's never had an offensive season like he did this year, obviously. But he had never hit more than like 25 homers. And then this year, 48 breaks the record. Gets some MVP votes, obviously. But maybe it's because Salvi and the Royals aren't very good now. They're trying to rebuild. So maybe that's part of it. But remember, World Series MVP. He stuck with them through thick and thin, man. And, 5 Gold Gloves ain't nothing to fret at. This isn't Derek Jeter, man. This isn't Derek Jeter, who probably didn't deserve any of his Gold Gloves at all. Look, Salvi has won Gold Gloves in the past decade, where we're looking at metrics with a more intelligent perspective. So, Salvi, look, led all catchers in WAR last season. Man, I was almost ready to put Salvi at number 1. But, you call me a homer, whatever. But I think most of us are going to agree. JT Realmuto, still the number 1 catcher in baseball. His offensive numbers this year weren't super sexy. Look, 109 OPS plus, right? 110, whatever. It was one of those. I mean, point off, whatever. Realmuto still got to be the best catcher in baseball to me. Speed. What catchers have speed? Good base runner. Can steal bases. Okay, he's not Kenny Lofton, but he's a catcher. Look. Speed. Defense. One of the best defensive catchers in baseball. One of the best hitting catchers in baseball. Smart overall. JT still got to be the best in baseball. No, like I said, no, his offensive numbers weren't sexy, but still had a WAR of 3.5 last year. Pretty good. Tracks with before 2020. Obviously, you can't count the shortened season, but those 3 seasons prior, he had a WAR of at least 4. So, look, JT still number 1 for me right now. I think you could debate that top 3 right there, to be honest, but in my opinion, you got to give JT number 1 still, just because of the overall package. And especially as a catcher, being able to, when it's very important to play defense, but when you can also give the bat plus the speed, plus all this other stuff, man. JT's got to be number 1. But let me know your list. Let me know how you would flip it around. Let me know who your honorable mentions are. Let me know, is JT the best? Is JT not? Let me know. I want to know. Come on. Next up, I haven't decided. I actually haven't even decided what position I'm going to do next. Probably going to be first base. I'm going to go. Is that clockwise? I don't know. Counterclockwise. Whatever. It's a freaking baseball diamond. Never mind. But pitcher will be last, though. I want to do pitching last. And I'll have fun with pitching. Because I love pitching. So, but that was top 5 catchers in the league. Let me know how you see it. Let me know in the comments. Until next time.